Welcome back, friends. This is the second tutorial on Scratch. In the first tutorial, we have seen the basic concept of Scratch. Then we have seen who developed the Scratch. And I have discussed about online and offline editors and their use in Scratch. I have also explained you how to open online editor. Right? If you have not seen the first tutorial, you can go to my YouTube channel and watch the first tutorial, then you can proceed with this. So today we will move ahead and learn some new concepts. Okay, so let's get started. Today I'm going to discuss the main window of Scratch, the different components of Scratch window and their utility or their use. Okay, so on top you can see this one where Scratch, File, Edit, Untitled, Paint all are written. That is a title bar. What is it called? Title bar. Right? Below that, you find three tabs: Code, Costumes, and Sounds. These are your tabs. What is the use of these tabs? I will explain you a little later on, but as of now, you remember there are three tabs: Code, Costumes, and Sounds. Code tab actually allows you to write the code, to write the program. If you are using Scratch 2.0, which was the previous version, in place of code, you will get script tab. So don't get confused. Script and code both are same. And script and code both are synonyms of program. And if I ask you what is the latest version of the Scratch, your answer will be 3.0. So always remember that. So code tab allows you to write the program. Costumes tab. As you know, on different occasions you wear different costumes. Like if you are going for party, you wear different costumes. If you are going for swimming, you wear different costumes. So costumes basically helps you to change your appearance or look. In the same manner in Scratch, costumes helps you to change the appearance or look of the sprite. This is your sprite. Sprite is the main element in the Scratch. Always remember these basic details. This is your sprite. Sprite is the main element or the object in Scratch on which we add animation. And Scratch is always present on the center of the stage. And if I ask you what is default sprite, your answer will be cat. Default means the settings which are already defined in the software. The first time when you open any application, the settings which are already there, that is called default settings. So the default sprite is cat. You can change it to different sprite, but the moment you open the application, you will find cat at the center of the stage, right? Now you can see here different block categories are there. These are called block categories. Motion, looks, sound, events, control, sensing, and so on. All these are color coded block categories. Different block category has different color. So you should remember the different color for different block category. For example, the first block category, motion, the color is blue. And next to the block category, you can see the block palette. This is your block palette. So you should remember these basic elements or the component of the Scratch window. This is the block palette, right? So right now motion block category is selected and corresponding to the motion block category, you see the motion block palette. And inside the block palette, you find different blocks like move 10 step, turn 15 degree, go to random position, glide, etc. So these are different blocks. And blocks helps you to write the Scratch code. Inside the block, you can see different codes are written like move 10 steps. That is a code. So I told you before also, Scratch provides you ready-made code. And it is a block-based programming because blocks are there. You just drag and drop in the script area. This is your script area where you drag and drop the blocks and join them together and your code is ready, right? So it is very easiest, one of the easiest programming language, right? Then you can see here, this is the area which is called stage. What is it called? Stage. Stage is the area where you see the output of the code, output of the program, or in other words, Scratch is the area, stage is the area where you run the Scratch code. So always remember, if you want to see the output or if you want to see the visual effect which you are adding to your sprite, you will get to see on the stage, right? Below that, you will find the sprite list. This is the sprite list. Sprite list gives you the detailed information about the sprite, like name of the sprite. Here you can see the name of the sprite is sprite 1. The position of the sprite, x0, y0, means the x and y coordinate values are 0. So which is the center of the stage. And how many sprites are there on the stage, that also shown by the sprite list. And here you see stage is written backdrops. Backdrops actually tells you the background images which you add on the stage, that is your backdrops. Okay, so these are the basic elements or the main component of the Scratch window, right? Now we will move ahead. Let us start coding in Scratch. Before that, I want to tell you what is code. You must have heard today is an era of coding. What is code? In simple language, code means program. And what is program? Program is a group of or set of instructions to do a specific task. For example, suppose you want to solve sum. Suppose you want to add two numbers, 2 and 3. You want to add them and you want to show the output on the monitor, that is 5. So in computer, if you need to do that, you need to write a program. You need to give the instructions to the computer. As you know, computer is a dumb machine. It cannot do anything on its own. It has zero IQ and no decision making capability. So you need to give the instructions in the form of programs. What would be the first instruction? First instruction will be take two numbers, 2 and 3. Second instruction will be add these two numbers. And third instruction will be display the sum on the monitor. So here 3 instructions you have given together, and compiling all these 3 instructions make your program, which is doing one particular or one specific task, that is to find the sum of two numbers. Likewise, in computer, whatever the program you write, that is called code. And in Scratch, you don't need to write the code. You just need to use the ready-made blocks. So let's get started. Let's start doing the coding in Scratch. First, you will go to your browser. For example, I'll click on Google Chrome. Then in the address bar, I will type scratch.mit.edu. Then I'll click on the link Wait for a moment. Let me turn on my network. It was off. After a while, you will see the home page. That is the first page of the Scratch website. This is the home page. Then you need to click on the Start Creating button. This will take you to the Online Editor page. Online Editor is an interface where you can write the Scratch code, you can run the Scratch code. But for that, you need a internet connectivity. But the advantage or the best part of Online Editor is it will work on all the devices, whether it is a smartphone, laptop, or desktop. But the offline editor need to be downloaded and installed, and it will work only on your laptop and desktop, not on smartphone. So this is your online editor. It gets open. Now let's start doing a simple coding. First program I will write, I want my sprite to move in the forward direction, that is towards the right hand side. And how many steps I want it to move? I want it to move 50 steps. So let's do the coding for that. First, you need to click on the code block, which is already selected. Then you need to click on the motion block category, which is also by default selected. Then you will come to the block palette, motion block palette. The first code, the first block you can see here, move 10 step. You will pick that move 10 step block. You will just touch it, hold it, and drag it to the script area. Okay, just I need one, so I'll put one inside. This blank area is called script area. Whatever the code you need to write, you have to drag the block to the script area. That is the step 1. Now, I told you I want my sprite to move 50 steps in the forward direction, right? So for that, I need to change this number, which is by default 10. Just click on that text box. This is called text box. And you have to change the number. Simply write the number which you want. In place of 10, I'll write 50. Okay, so my code is ready. Now how to run this? I'll tell you first one of the easiest way to run the code. That is to click on the block and your code will run. Okay. So just let me drag the sprite to the corner so you can see it properly. Now what I'll do, I'll simply click on the block and my sprite will move 50 steps in the forward, that is towards right hand side. You can see my sprite is moving 50 steps in the right hand side. Now my second question, second code I need to write, I want my sprite to move in a backward direction, that is towards the left hand side. For that, what I need to do, okay, let me just put it back. Again, you just click on the code tab, which is already selected, motion block category, which is already selected, motion block palette, go to the motion block palette, pick the first block, move 10 steps. Now I want my sprite to move 50 steps in a backward direction, that is towards the left hand side. Again, I'll just click on the text box and to edit, that is to change the value, simply write the new value. But 50 I have written. If I write 50, what will happen? My sprite will move in a forward direction. You can see. But what is my question? I want it to move in a backward direction. For that, what I need to do, just click on the text box and before 50, you need to add the minus sign. When you add minus sign before a number, it will take the sprite in a backward direction, that is towards the left hand side. And to run the code, just click on the block. I'll show you, you just see. I'll click on the block and observe that my sprite will move in a backward direction. Can you see? So it is very easy. So today we will stop our session here only. If you find this video useful, please do like, subscribe and share to the all your friends and family. Stay connected, stay happy, stay learning. Thank you.